we'll see one of the top teams in this conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Kernstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. There's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Buckeyes. He broke away, and they couldn't catch him.
Chris, you talk about an unbelievable way to start this game off. First play of the game, and we got a touchdown.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. It's a quick grab. He's found some room at the 45. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The Gators come to the line in the hurry up.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit. And here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Big throw caught on the left side. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. The Gators will line up on 1st and 10.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Looks right for a quick completion. Finding some room at the 25. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a real nice gain there. And the Gators are in the red zone. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking.
He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Chris, how about the quarterback sitting in there, taking the hit, but not before he got rid of the ball and hitting his intended target with a strike in the end zone. What a way to withstand the pressure and deliver for the 6 points.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Keeping it on the ground here. Breaks an open space. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Late in the season here, this one has all kinds of playoff implications, Kirk. You got to believe the winner here is in the pole position for that top playoff seed.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So much at stake here. Absolutely. Whoever wins this one, to me, is in the driver's seat for the rest of the year. We're in the back nine of the season. Let's see who can win this one and claim to be that most dominant team. Well, of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Here comes the bunch formation. Looking to throw it on first down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down. Really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Here's the second down play. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
A handoff from the shotgun.
Boy, that last carry, Chris, puts him right at 100 yards for the game. How's he done it? Because he's been patient. He's followed his blocks. He's let everything develop in front of him, and he's busted through for some big gains.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll look to throw it here on second down. He makes the grab. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. He's got it right near the end zone. A gamble. Offense on the field going for it on fourth down. And the quarterback dropping back, looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Ball handed off. He's brought down out at the 46. The Gators looking to run some tempo here.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Somebody got a hand up to deflect that one.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Finds his target. That play will move the sticks, set him up 1st down at the 42. The Gators moving quickly down the field here.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Past the 30. They'll make the tackle, but it's enough for a 1st down. Good call in this screen play.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a 1st down.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Florida.
If somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown, there's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Inside give now from the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive 1st quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we move to the 2nd quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Out of the gun now on third down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. And the Gators will come to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun. And
pulls it in outside the 10 and still running. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
that is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. First and goal just outside the 5. Here comes the handoff. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming up, second down and goal. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gators.
Chris, this is a great play by the receiver coming up with this touchdown. But let's go back to the beginning of this play. Give the quarterback a lot of credit. He got the ball out of his hands quickly to get that receiver the football to give him a chance to put the touchdown on the board.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together with this drive?
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain the run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And at first down, they go right back to him.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I think this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. Kick lands out of bounds. They'll spot this down around the 20. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Dumps it down to the back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It is intercepted. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch and heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line for the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Curse, the freak, what he was able to do. And Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in 06 when the Gators won the national championship. And we're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking deep to the right side. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense is still clicking.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he knocks through the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll leave the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made in space. Look out. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Big chunk gain in the first play of the drive sets him up near midfield in 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's gone.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Here's a throw underneath to the back. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. They'll get to the line here in the no huddle. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Florida.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the left side. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. The Gators with 1st and 10 here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's gone. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Ohio State.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Now that's an incompletion. That'll bring up 4th down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
The Gators will line up to kick it away. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. And they'll kick it away here. And the punt will bounce out of bounds inside the 10. You can't do it any better than that. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. They'll run it here. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Second down, we're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. He finds his man. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They make the stop, but the screen pass fools the defense enough to pick up first down yardage. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Looks like one more play here before halftime. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this deep, begin the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Field now. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
That completion makes it second and medium. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Gators come to the line to run the hurry-up. Third down, out of the shotgun. And that one's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get one or two a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. He's going to bring up fourth down. So they're short on fourth down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And with that, they retake the lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Receiver makes the grab, and he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Come to the line for second down and very short now. They keep him off balance with a run. Powers through. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He flips it to the back across the middle. That's a big hit at the end. Looking for a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking deep downfield with the left. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. And that will give them the lead now. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Extra point up and good, so it's 28-24. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You can tell they worked hard on that in practice.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. The ball is loose. The offense has it. It's still going. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make first down yardage.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
The Buckeyes have first and 10 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense flies in to make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss. Now it's second down here.
play fake. He'll look to throw it. Catch made on the left side. Breaks loose at the 40. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a first down. And there's the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The receiver makes the catch. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Little eye candy here from the offense and pre-snap motion. They'll hand it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. As we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? I know the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. QB decides to keep it here. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Touchdown, Ohio State. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Man, Chris, this throw does give them the lead. And what's great is when you can really evaluate a quarterback is when the chips are on the table. Really, it's crunch time. You got to make good decisions, and you got to throw the ball accurately. He does both of those things here, and it gives them the lead here late in this game.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. takes the field. And looking to throw now on first down. The pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. The Gators come to the line in the hurry up. They look to throw it here on second down. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made after a big gain. And that completion puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now. He'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today. You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking right, this one caught. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
The Gators line up on 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. Oh, look at the quick cut. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Handoff to the back. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the 4th quarter? The back's got it. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. 2nd and goal for the offense. He'll hand it off. Touchdown, Gators. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead. And now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to put it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. First down, looking to throw the football. Short connection to the tight end here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, Chris, just like this in the 4th quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds, that's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, the sack on 1st down, and now an incompletion. You're looking at a 3rd and long. Late in the game in the 4th quarter on your own side of the 50. Need to get some yardage back if you want to have any chance to make it 4th down and manageable.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they got called. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Contact as he threw it. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield.
Well, that's a good job of this offense to at least get some positive yards. They kind of put themselves in a tough spot getting behind the sticks. But now, after that big gain, let's see what happens.
So down 4 late in the game. Obviously, they'll keep the offense on the field and go for it. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs. This is a regular season game, Kirk, that's kind of felt like a playoff game. We expected that. The difference is, if you lose here, you're not out of it.
Chris, as you say, they're definitely not out of it if you lose this game. When you're a top 5 team late in the year playing in this kind of matchup, the win not only gives you confidence, but also you'd like to think a much easier path in the postseason.
Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do